Well, hello, Stampers, and happy Monday to you. It's the Pampered Stamper, Jackie Bolger, coming to you from Chatham, Ontario. I was just live a few minutes ago, but I realized that the picture quality was terrible. And I used to think that perhaps it was that my camera thing wasn't clean, but it seems to be just that the internet connection just isn't quite strong enough. So I am pre-recording this video and I will share it later so that you have good, quick picture quality. So this is my weekly Monday Cheer Corner video. So every Monday at 10 a.m., I will upload a video for Cheer Corner. And the purpose of Cheer Corner is to spread cheer and to change the world one card at a time. So while you're watching this video, think about who you want to nominate so I can send this card away to someone, okay? I love to do that. I love to partner with you in spreading joy and cheer, okay? So let's take a look at what we are making today. Let's do this. These are the colors we're using: Mary Merlot, crushed curry, and early espresso. And to the person, I forget who you are, you said that my picture was too big, and so it was impeding the view of what I was making. Thank you for that good tip. Yeah, it's smaller now, and I hope you appreciate it. So those are the colors. This is the stamp set. It's called Brewed for You, and it also has some dies. Did I put them back in? I did, yeah. So it has dies for a beer mug, a beer glass, and I'm not a big avid beer drinker, so this is also a beer glass, and I don't know which one is used for which. So you could maybe use it as a wine glass as well, but it's definitely meant to be a beer glass. And then this little thing is the bud for hops, which are used for beer. And I'm guessing that those are the leaves for it or whatever. I don't know. These two dies are for the foam. And yeah, so it's a two-step stamp. You get the outline, and then you get the inside for the filling. And then the sayings are, I owe you one or several, another round for your birthday. Oh, hell yes. So no swearing, but pretty close. So what I have done is I have taken the dies and I've cut all the things that need to be cut out. And the reason I do that is then I have a template for my stamps. So they all fit in there, like so. And then I take my die cuts. Let's have a look. See, you'll see, I'll just close this up. See, they all fit in there just perfectly. I forgot to do that little guy. And then just put it back like so. This is popping up a little bit. See if I put it like this, maybe that will help. Okay, so now we're going to put our pieces in that we need, and we're going to stamp them. The other thing that I was using is the layering circles dies, and this card is not my original idea. I will say that right now. Thanks to an Australian demonstrator. Let me see what her name is. Her business is called Stampers Workshop. And let's see, what is her name? Kylie Page. Okay, so Kylie Page from Australia, thank you so much for your inspiration, because you know, some days are busy and we don't have time to create. And I've had 4 days with my kids and grandkids, and that's been very, very precious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use early espresso to stamp the line images. Let's see. Right, here we go. So I have my early espresso. And I'm just going to back this up a little bit. So here. And yeah, so now they're all stamped. And then look at this. We go. Give it a nice press. And then we can stamp the insides. So now we have to put these back, and you'll see how they're all stamped nicely. This one's all done. I don't need to add anything to this. And now we're going to add the beer in various colors. So there's different shades of beer as well. So there are amber beers and light beers and dark beers and stout. And I think the beer that's going to be in this glass is like a stout. I have used it to make stew, And I have to say, it turned out horribly. I'm very nervous about cooking with beer because I once had a bad experience. And let's see. So we're going to use different colors. Oh, 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 oh. When you first open up a photopolymer stamp, they are super sticky. Okay. Oh yeah, and that big thing, this big, oh, that's not good. I have to move that out of the way. Here, take them all off. Here, this big one here, this jug, that is known as a growler. So if you go to a microbrewery and you have a beer that you really like, then you buy a growler to take home and you can share that. Oh, look at that. I forgot to move the, you take that home to share with all your friends. It's cheaper than buying a keg, but it's kind of fun that you don't have to have all separate cans or bottles. So that's what I think. If you want to educate me on beer, you certainly can. No, and this one you can see I stamped off. I kind of didn't do a very good job with that, but I'm going to use it anyway. You can always trim it with some scissors. Okay, so Mary Merlot for the stout. Let's see. You know what? Funny thing, just a funny little aside. The word stout in Dutch means mischievous or bad. Like if a little child does something wrong, then say, dan moet je niet zo stout zijn. Naughty. I think that would be the word for it, naughty. So there we have it. It could be a little browner perhaps, but that's the color we're going with. All my pieces moved. And you know what? I'm just going to leave the one in so that the other one doesn't do that. Okay. Oh. We're going to stamp this one in, let me think, crushed curry. And then I think I'll do the other one in maybe so saffron to get a different shade. Here. And then we'll maybe do a little trick too. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so now we're going to do the other one in Daffodil Delight. Oh, that was mango. We don't want mango. Here. I have Daffodil Delight. I couldn't find the So Saffron. I didn't want to make you wait. And I didn't think about turning the camera off. Here we go. So put that in the opening. And then there. So slightly darker. Now, do I have something for the growler? No, I don't. Okay, now we're going to build our card. So we have a garden green card base. This piece is 3 3/4 by 5. And this piece is, let me think, 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. Okay, so we're going to take this piece and I'm just going to take some white paper and a block. And we want, which one do we want? We want the jug. So the beer stain, the beer mug, whatever you want to call it. Or maybe not. No, I think I want the glass. You could pick whichever one is your favorite. It doesn't matter. I'm going to use the glass and I'm going to make a pattern, a crisscross pattern. So like this, one flat and then one up and one flat and one up and one flat. I don't know if there's a name for this pattern, but that's what I'm going to call it. Well, I haven't called it anything, have I? And let's see. I think I screwed up. No, I didn't. I didn't. That's a bit close. And then so, and like so. And then I think like so. All right, so that's our pattern. And then I'm not sure if we want to use these are the two circles. These are the second largest and the largest circle in the laying circles. And then what I did was I stamped a bunch of sayings. This congratulations is from, let me have a look. It's from a grandkid, okay? But there's a happy birthday and a congratulations and a so proud of you. That doesn't necessarily have to be for a grandchild, right? So I thought congratulations is nice. So you can pick which saying you want. Then I have another round for your birthday, or I owe you one, or several. And these are all stamped in Versamark and white embossed. And then I have another round for your birthday, just a bit bigger in case I needed it to be longer. Okay, so I just want to lay this on here, and then I want to take the beer glass and that one, and I think that I need the bigger circle. It's too small. So the bigger circle is this one. So beer glass, and then this one, and then we're going to put and that goes behind it like so. So do you see what I'm doing? You have this, and it has that edge. You don't want that edge. So we're going to tuck the edge under like so. And then we're going to put either the congratulations, or I kind of like that like so, or the other round for your birthday. And then what's really cool, what Kylie did was she took these two, and I'm just going to hold them together like so. And then she took some scissors. If I can find the scissors. You know what? I just have some really ugly, crappy scissors here. And she just went like this and cut them on the diagonal. So we're going to compare to see what we like better. Okay, so that's going to go here. Let's put it together again. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this to the top over here. So that's the easiest way, I think. So we're going to take some liquid adhesive and pop it on. And that's going to go just so that it's a little bit over the top on the side here. So, and then that's going to go over top. This is a new liquid adhesive. You've got to be careful that you don't squeeze too hard, because if you take too much liquid adhesive, then it oozes off the side. See, and so now you can just slip it to where you want it to go. That looks really cool, doesn't it? Yeah. And now this one, and this one's going to wait a minute. So now we're going to just put this aside, and we're going to just eyeball this, and oops, right around here at the bottom of this glass, I want to tie some linen thread around. Now I have to find my linen thread. It has gone missing. Good thing I'm pre-recording this video. Okay, so I found it. And remember, this is where we're going to tie the linen thread. It was underneath my recording thing, this thing. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to hold it with a long end here. Hold it in place, wrap it around once, twice, 3 times. And people mentioned, is it wrapped around an embroidery thing? It is, and the reason for that is it came in a Stampin' Up! Kit. And in their kits, they always give us extra stuff. Normally, when you would order linen thread, it would come on a spool. If you ordered it a long time ago, it used to come on a card kind of thing. So I'm tying this first in a knot, and then in a bow. There. Even guys can have bows. Let's see, my scissors are not where they're supposed to be. So always keep a pair of ribbon scissors. These have a thing from Stampin' Up on them. They designate that it's not your run-of-the-mill scissors. So there we go. If you're packing them up, remember to put the guard back on it. Okay, so now this is going to go on top of the green card, and I think I'm going to use dimensionals because that just adds a certain je ne sais quoi. There we go. It's also, if you're tying ribbon or twine around a card, it's good to add dimensionals, otherwise you're going to get a bumpy card. There, right? So 5 should do. It's sturdy cardstock. And then we're going to build the rest of our elements. Oh, I did it upside down. I need the bow on that side. So you just kind of want to eyeball it so that you have an even margin going around. And then I'm going to put this here. Yeah, that looks cool. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on that as well. So hopefully it won't cost too much in postage. And when you're doing the dimensionals, you want to make sure you're straddling your twine. So I'm just going to put one here and one here. There we go. There. And now this one's going to go right up against a little bit of liquid adhesive. Look what I'm doing. Yeah. There. And then we're going to decide which saying and where. So just a slight overlap there. And I'm leaving that little stem up for a minute because I think, let's take a look at the difference. So if we put this here, I'm going to slide it over. You know what? I should have waited. This should have been over a little bit because now I have a little gap right here. But I don't know if anybody would notice. I think that's okay. It doesn't, no one said that it has to go all the way to the end. So that's that one. Another round for your birthday. Or we could just do congratulations. Oh, my bow is disappearing here. Like so. And I think I'm just going to do a little thing like so. And I think I'm going to do congratulations because I think that suits my cheer corner card idea a little bit better. So I'm just going to put a dimensional on the end here. And then a little bit of adhesive on the top right there so that it sticks to the circle, the bottom of the circle. There. And that's all we need. So we're just going to slide this in place underneath. There. Oh, goodness. I need to not have that. No, I want volume off. There we go. Sorry about that. And I need my light a bit better. Goodness gracious. There we go. Okay. All right. Sorry about that little snafu. I turned my phone off, but I don't know how I didn't turn my computer off. Well, here is the card, and all we need to do is, we don't really need to do anything, but what Kylie did is she added a couple of embellishments, and you know what it really needs is the brushed brass or whatever, oh goodness, there's some kind of vintage dots, but I don't have them. I ran out. We used them all for my retreat, so I'm going to use these black matte dots, and they're really nice too. So you just want to use your pokey tool to pick them up, and let's have a look. You can do 2 or 3. I usually like to do 3. And just going to do that. It's nice to have different sizes too, I find. And while Stampin' Up! Always changes what they have available, you can keep using them as long as you can until they run out. Here, I'm going to do a third one. I find that if you flip them over, then you can pick them up easier, more easily. Better adverb there. Okay, so I think this is a fantastic card. Thank you to Kylie for sharing that on the World Wide Web. And I liked it that I paired it with a grandkid. If you are looking to do this at home and are needing supplies, then this is the stamp set A Grandkid. 152500 is the item number, and the other one is Brewed for You. And the stamp set is 159087, but I'll have a link in the video description. There's a little show more that you can click on right underneath the video description, and then you'll have the whole link for all the products. Okay, so if you're looking for a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd like to be that person for you. All right, thank you for joining me for Cheer Corner. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you nominate someone to get this card. And if you don't want congratulations, if you want something else, another round for your birthday, let me know. Although I think I might just put that inside, because otherwise I have to make a whole new card. And then in the inside, I suppose we should maybe finish it off. Yeah, definitely we should do that. Okay, so for the inside of the card, why don't we say another round for your birthday, like so. It's going to look really nice. And we're going to put the beer stain. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm talking and I'm not showing what I'm doing. Okay. So I think we'll use for the inside, I've just cut a piece of white. I'm just going to move this out of the way. This looks much better. I have a piece of white that's 4 inches by 5 1/4. This is the piece that I didn't use on the front of the card, so we'll use it now. And the inside of the card is going to be as nice as the outside. Look at my pokey tool wants to join the party. It's actually called a pick-me-up tool. It's kind of cool because it has all kinds of attachments, including a brush to clean out your dies. There, and then this one. I'm not popping anything on this because otherwise our card's going to get too thick. But it is really nice to make the inside of your card look wonderful. And I'm going to go off a wee little bit because there'll be a little edge in the card, so that's okay. Some people hardly look at the outside of the card. They just flip right away to the inside because they think, oh, what did you write for me? So then it's nice to have the inside of the card as nice as the outside. There. And if you're a person that doesn't like to write too much, well, this leaves just the right amount of room. Don't you think? Yeah. I hope I've inspired you to get stamping as well. Or if you haven't been in the mood to stamp, then go through your old cards that you've made and send one today. Change somebody's life today. Comment if you've done that. I'm also going to do a draw at noon today for some dies. If you go to my Facebook page, although if you comment here on, you'll be entered into the draw. It's for a set of dies, and I should show them to you. Doesn't that look great? Beautiful. That's a fantastic card, I have to say, and I can't take very much credit for it at all, but I did make it. I did figure out how to stamp that, but I quickly saw the idea this morning on Kylie's blog, and you know what? I will put a link in there so that you can support her and show her some love too. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Have a super day. Bye.